morning students. Today we are going to discuss lesson number 17, e-commerce security system. So in this lesson we are going to see about the security technologies in e-commerce transaction. Okay, so this is a very important question. In this lesson and in this concept we are going to discuss regarding the encryption technologies. Okay, so why we need the information which has been sent through the internet, it should be safe and confidential. Okay, so no other third person or no other middleman should see or hack your information and communication which you are sending to the sender's side. Okay, to the receiver side, because you will be the sender and to whom you are sending is called as the receiver. So in between both of us, no one should interfere or no one should hack the information. So in order to restrict those things, we are making use of this encryption technology. And you have authentication technology, and you have another one, authentication protocols. Okay, so protocols is nothing but set of rules. So these security technologies in e-commerce has been classified into these three types. One is encryption technology, second one is authentication technology, third one is authentication protocols. And today we will discuss about encryption technology. Okay, so the encryption technology is, first of all you should know which is what do you mean by encryption and what do you mean by decryption. Okay, so encryption is an effective information security protection. It is defined as converting a plain text into meaningless cipher text using encryption algorithm, thus ensuring the confidentiality of the data. So encryption is nothing but converting the plain text into meaningless cipher text. For example, if I want to send a message to my friend as hi hello, okay, so that is called as a plain text. Okay, so this hi hello is a plain text. And now how I am going to encrypt this? I am going to arrange the alphabet by making use of numbers. For example, for A 1, for B it is 2, for C it is 3, like that. So for hi hello, the encrypted number will be 8 9 8 3 12 12 5 15. Okay, so hi hello has been encrypted as 8 9 8 3 12 12 15. So this is encryption. Okay, so I encrypted the plain text into cipher text, and this is called as encryption process. And decryption is nothing but the receiver will convert the cipher text into plain text and read the message which I have been sent to him, right? So that is called as decryption. So at present two encryption technologies are widely used. One is symmetric key encryption and the second one is asymmetric key encryption. So symmetric key encryption is nothing but receiver and the sender will have the same secret code. Here they would have mentioned it as key. Okay, public key. So it is nothing but receiver and the sender will have the same secret code for both encryption process as well as decryption process. So that is called as symmetric key encryption. The next one is called as asymmetric key encryption, whereas both sender and receiver will have their own private key. Okay, so in asymmetric key, sender will have 2 keys and receiver will have 2 keys. Okay, we will discuss it one by one. Now this is the sample encryption and decryption process. So what is encryption? Converting the plain text. Okay, so converting the plain text into cipher text is called as encryption, and for that purpose we will have a secret code. Okay, in the sense you will have a secret key, and the receiver, what he will do is will convert the ciphertext into plain text. So while encrypting the text itself, I will send the secret code to my receiver. So sender and the receiver will have the same secret code, which means public key. Okay, so it can be viewed by anyone. So this symmetric symmetric encryption is not that much secured enough, and therefore they switched on to asymmetric key encryption. Okay, so symmetric key encryption is the data encryption uses the data encryption standard, which is DES. The DES key is apparently 64-bit, but in fact the algorithm uses only 56. So here we have been discussing about the secret code. Okay, so the secret code is nothing but it will be of a small algorithm. Okay, so both will have the same algorithm. So once I am sending the message, I will send the algorithm also to the receiver, so that he can use the same algorithm, that is the same secret code, and he can convert the ciphertext into a plain text. So here in the symmetric key algorithm, we have several algorithms like DES algorithm, which we are now seeing, data encryption standard algorithm. You have AES algorithm, you have RC4 algorithm. So like that you have several types of algorithms for symmetric key encryption. So here in the symmetric key encryption, now we are making use of this DES algorithm, which has a 64-bit, and in those 64-bit it uses only 56 bits, and rest of the 8 bits are used for verifying the parity, and then it will be discarded. Okay, so whether the receiver is receiving the message or not, like that it will verify. So the last 8 bits. Okay, so it uses very short bits, so it is not that much secured enough, and so they are telling it as DES is not safe for many applications because it is relatively uses smaller key size algorithm. So this symmetric key is not safe because it uses both the same secret code, which is the same public key. So it is not safe and it is not secured enough. And here we will see the asymmetric or public key encryption. So asymmetric key encryption are also called as RSA. Okay, so this RSA is nothing but Rivest-Shamir-Edelman algorithm. Okay, so this asymmetric key encryption algorithm was designed by the author name Rivest-Shamir-Edelman. So therefore they have given the algorithm name as RSA algorithm. So it uses public key authentication and digital signatures. A public key encryption method is a method of converting a plain text with the public key into a ciphertext from which the plain text can be retrieved with the private key. Okay, so this will be a little bit difficult for you to understand. So for that we will see a small example here. See here. So this is asymmetric key encryption algorithm, whereas the sender and the receiver will exchange their public keys. Okay, so for example, sender is sending a plain text to the receiver, means what the sender will do is the sender will ask for the receiver's public key, okay, and lock the message, and then will encrypt the message by using the receiver's public key, right. So once the message has been encrypted by making use of the receiver's public key, the message will reach the receiver. So the receiver will open the message which has been sent by the sender by his or her own private key. Okay, so this private key is unique for the receiver. Can you get it? So this is the algorithm of RSA algorithm. So here they will exchange the public key, but to open it the sender will have his or her own private key, So the receiver will have his or her own private key. So here two keys are being used. Okay, here public key is also being used, and the senders and receivers own private key is also being used. So this RSA algorithm, okay, is very safe and secure algorithm, and that is why they are telling this encryption method as asymmetric. Okay, so symmetric means same, asymmetric means different. Okay, so because here they are using public key as well as their own private key, so the sender's private key, secret code will not be known to the receiver's end, and the receiver's secret code will not be known to the sender's um, point of view. Okay, so that is why this is called as asymmetric public key encryption. And another one thing is the WhatsApp which we are making use of is also working under the principle of encryption and decryption method. Okay, so we don't know, many of us don't know how WhatsApp works. So these two peoples are the founder of WhatsApp. His name is Jan Koum, and his name is Brian Acton, and these two guys started the WhatsApp in the year 2009. Okay, so our WhatsApp is also working under the principle of the asymmetric key encryption method. Okay, so what happens is when a receiver when a sender is sending a message, okay, the sender will get the receiver's end public key. Okay, so this receiver's end public key will be issued by the WhatsApp server. Okay, so both of us, the sender and the receiver, will get the public key from the WhatsApp server end. Okay, so here both of us public key has been exchanged by the WhatsApp server. All right, then what happens is when the sender is sending the message to the receiver, already the sender is having the receiver's end public key. Okay, now the sender, what he will do is he will lock it with his own private key. All right, and then the message will be sent to the receiver, and there the receiver, what he does is he will open his message by making use of his own private key. Okay, already the public key will be distributed by the WhatsApp server. So for opening purpose, what the receiver as well as the sender will do is they will open the message by making use of their own private key. All right, so we can't see those private keys, and that is, we can't see the algorithm which is inside the WhatsApp application. So what the WhatsApp application does is when a message has been sent to the receiver, and if the receiver is not in the online, or if he or she is not using the WhatsApp for many days, means the message will be stored in the WhatsApp server for 30 days, and after 30 days the message which has been sent to the receiver will automatically get deleted. Okay, and then the WhatsApp uses curve 25519 algorithm and elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman algorithm. Okay, so we are making use of asymmetric key encryption algorithms such as RSA, ECC, DSA, like that, and for symmetric key we are making use of DES, AES, RC4, like that, and for WhatsApp asymmetric key encryption we are making use of curve 25519 and elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman algorithm. Okay, so in each and every one's WhatsApp, what we will have is we will have a secret 60 digit secret code. For example, if I am going to send a message to my friend, means my WhatsApp will have a 60 digit secret code, and the person to whom I am sending the message will have the same 60-digit secret code which I have in my mobile. Okay, so both of us secret code will be same. Okay, so that is the secret code, that is a public key which will be shared by the WhatsApp server to both the sender and the receiver side, right? So what you want to know is, in encryption method you have two types, one is symmetric key encryption and another one is asymmetric key encryption. Symmetric key encryption has public key alone for both encryption and decryption. The receiver and the sender will have the same key to encrypt and decrypt the information. For asymmetric key encryption, what happens is, the sender and receiver will share their public key and lock each other, and to open the information the sender will have his or her own private key, the receiver will have his or own private key. Okay, there two keys are being used, one is public key and another one is private key. So that is why they are calling it as asymmetric key encryption. Clear? So rest of the things we'll see in the next class, children. Thank you.